Hey, what's going on everyone? So a couple of firms that I've spoken to over the last few weeks have been having some real trouble with their credit control procedures for their clients because their bookkeeping isn't necessarily up to date. So here are a quick few tips on how you can start to deal with that. And the first one is get the bookkeeping up to date. Now, before you click off the video, I'm not being sarcastic. The benefit of getting paid on time is a great incentive to get the client to do their bookkeeping more regularly, or pass the work to you, or pay you to do it more often. And that benefit versus cost equation that you can put to them is say, well, look, it's going to cost you a bit more time or effort or money, but you're going to get paid quicker, is a great basis for getting them to change their behavior and either pay or act. Now, if you don't offer bookkeeping, maybe that's something to review. Lots and lots of firms are really waking up to the opportunities that bookkeeping gives them over their work with their clients. There's greater contact with those clients and a bit of ability to build better relationships. There's the opportunity to spot issues that are going on in those businesses, hopefully solve them and maybe grow fees through that. And also it makes the compliance work easier at the end. If you know that you've done the work to the standards that you're looking for, you know that you can get those accounts done a little bit more quickly. If you're doing credit control, then reconciling the sales ledger, if not the entire bank account, is part of that process. So make sure you're charging for that, maybe with tiered pricing options for weekly or daily reconciliations. And GoProposal is a great tool for managing that side of things if you're not already using it. All of this is why credit control services are growing in popularity with firms that are offering bookkeeping, outsourcing, or VFO services. It's a great add-on service to those things. All right, let's look at what we can do in Targo. Okay, so even if the bookkeeping is covered, it still might not be practical to do daily bookkeeping for your client. That's why the if you've already paid disclaimers are quite common in invoice reminders. By default, Targo's templates say to ignore them if the invoice has been paid in the last 2 days. And if you need a little more leeway, head into Targo and change the number of days that says. Let's remember though that the first reminder goes out once the invoice is already a week overdue. And so if they paid on time, they wouldn't be getting reminders at all. If you need to buy yourself even more time, set reminders to go out on a particular date of the week. This draws a line in the sand and lets you know that you've got to get the sales ledger reconciled by, say, Wednesday, because the reminders are going to go out on Thursday. Combine that with the disclaimers that we've just mentioned, and that can easily stretch to work with weekly bookkeeping. So if 1 week someone drops the ball, you can turn reminders off altogether while you head into your accounting software, get everything reconciled, and then force a manual refresh to update Targo to reflect the work that you've just done. If you're in a real pinch, you can get Targo to delay sending all reminders until a certain date, which is a much, much better option than turning reminders off altogether. So there we go, a few quick tips from me, but if you've worked on this issue in your practice and you've found some smart ways around it as well, please drop a comment below the video and let some other firms benefit from the knowledge that you've built up, and together we can help small businesses get paid a little bit quicker.